Should you water your plants during the heat of the day? No. Can you water your plants during the heat of the day? Absolutely, resoundingly, yes, you can. I think it's pretty well known that watering your plants in the morning is the best thing you can do for your plants, and secondarily would be in the evening. However, that doesn't always work out for people due to work schedules or just forgetting to go water your plants. And so a lot of people will say that you can't water your plants during the heat of the day, especially when it's really hot and sunny out. The main reasons I hear why you can't water during the middle of the day are as follows. So they're either going to say that it's going to burn your plants, that it's going to cook the roots, it's going to steam your plants, it'll leave watermarks on the leaves, or it's just going to waste a lot of water. The only one that's really valid out of that is the water wasting aspect. As long as you run your water hose for a few minutes and make sure that there's not scalding hot water coming out of it, water is not going to cook your plants. That's just scientifically not possible. Now, as far as burning the leaves, out of the thousands and thousands of types of plants out there, maybe less than 1% of those plants will actually get burn marks from having water on the leaves in direct sun. And the vast majority of other plants, it's actually no problem at all to have any water on the leaves, even in direct sun and super hot temperatures. And this is something that nursery professionals and farmers alike know from experience is you're not going to get damage from having water on the leaves 99% of the time. And it also happens naturally. What happens whenever it rains and then the sun comes out immediately afterward, which is pretty frequent in different parts of the country, you don't see everything getting caught on fire or getting holes in the leaves whenever that happens in nature. Now, to reiterate, it is better to water in the morning, so why would someone water during the middle of the heat of the day? Well, maybe you're a nursery like us that has thousands and thousands of plants that need to be watered every day, and so it's just not physically possible for all of our people to water every single plant early in the morning. Some of them need to have a follow-up application of water in the afternoon or in the middle of the day. Or maybe you're a homeowner that's working for that morning shift and you just aren't home to be able to water in the morning, so you have to water when you get back during the middle of the day or in the evening. Or maybe you left for work that morning and you just totally forgot to water your plants before you left. If you live somewhere that's really hot, like, yesterday here, it was 111 degrees and your plants are in desperate need of water and it happens to be the middle of the day, you have to get them water right then or else they're going to suffer tissue damage or die by the time the cooler temperatures come in the evening or in the morning. And even if you are concerned about potential leaf burns because you don't believe me, or you're worried about steaming your plants because you don't believe me, there are ways to safely water your plants, even in the middle of a scorching heat wave. So the number one thing is make sure, like I mentioned, you're not putting scalding hot water out of this water hose. Run it through until the water feels cool to the touch before you put it on your plants. And the next thing is, don't get the leaves wet if you don't want to. Just water the roots of the plants because that's where the water uptake is going to happen. These plants do not absorb water through their leaves, and so there's really no reason to get the leaves wet if you don't want to. This is something that I talk about every single summer because it's a very huge myth, and I hate to see people's plants die because people will literally let their plants die or get severe tissue damage because they're scared of watering during the heat of the day. Just water your plants, people. Don't get too caught up on, oh, it has to be the perfect time of day. Get them water whenever they need water. Use mulch to help conserve water and do your best to keep your plants happy.